Have you ever found yourself making a financial choice that, in hindsight, felt illogical? Perhaps holding on to a losing investment longer than you should, or splurging on something fleeting despite a clear long-term savings goal. It happens to nearly all of us, whether we're navigating a modest budget or managing substantial wealth. The puzzling truth is, our financial decisions are rarely purely rational. They're profoundly shaped by hidden mental shortcuts or cognitive biases that can distort our perception of value, risk, and opportunity. Consider two individuals facing very different financial realities, yet wrestling with surprisingly similar internal conflicts. We have Sarah, a successful tech executive with a substantial investment portfolio. Then there's Mark, a dedicated teacher meticulously saving for his first home. Both are intelligent, educated, and understand basic financial principles. Yet, when confronted with specific choices, their ingrained mental wiring often pushes them towards behaviors that defy their logical understanding of money and sound investment strategies. Sarah had invested heavily in a promising but volatile startup. Over time, the company's performance faltered, and market indicators suggested it was time to cut her losses. Her financial advisor recommended diversifying, but Sarah hesitated. She'd already poured so much capital and belief into this venture. Selling now would mean admitting she was wrong, and all that initial investment would feel like a waste. This internal struggle kept her holding on, watching her portfolio value dwindle rather than reallocating funds to more stable, profitable assets. It felt like she had to make it work. Meanwhile, Mark's aging car frequently broke down, costing him a significant portion of his monthly savings in repairs. Each time, he'd justify the repair by saying, "Well, I've already spent so much on it. It would be a shame to just get rid of it now." He focused on the money he had already invested in fixing the car, rather than objectively comparing future repair costs to the expense of a reliable used vehicle. This cycle kept him financially strained, impacting his ability to save for his down payment, all because he couldn't let go of past expenses. What both Sarah and Mark experienced is the asterisk sunk cost fallacy. This cognitive bias describes our tendency to continue investing time, money, or effort into something simply because we've already invested in it, even when continuing is clearly not the best path forward. We feel compelled to justify our past decisions, leading us to throw good money after bad. It's not about current or future value. It's about avoiding the perceived loss of what's already been put in. This powerful bias affects investment decisions, consumption patterns, and even career choices, regardless of our net worth. Now, let's look at another common pitfall. Sarah receives a substantial quarterly bonus. Her logical plan is to invest a significant portion into her long-term retirement fund or a real estate venture. However, she sees an advertisement for a luxury getaway or an exclusive designer item she's been eyeing. The immediate gratification, the feeling of reward for her hard work, becomes incredibly tempting. The thought of delaying that pleasure for a distant financial gain feels less exciting, less real in the moment. Mark, on the other hand, receives a smaller, unexpected tax refund. His initial intention is to put it directly into his emergency savings account. But then he remembers that new gaming console his friends have, or a weekend trip he could take. The immediate joy of these purchases feels far more tangible than the abstract security of an emergency fund. The benefit of future financial stability seems less urgent than the present desire for entertainment or escape, even though he knows the savings are crucial for his homeownership dream. Both Sarah and Mark are experiencing asterisk present bias, also known as hyperbolic discounting. This is our brain's tendency to value immediate rewards more highly than future rewards, even if the future reward is objectively larger or more beneficial. Our primal wiring is designed for immediate survival and gratification, making it difficult to defer pleasure for long-term gains. This bias profoundly impacts our savings habits, debt accumulation, and overall wealth accumulation, making long-term financial planning an uphill battle for everyone. These cognitive shortcuts aren't flaws. They're echoes of our evolutionary past. In environments where survival depended on immediate action and rewards were scarce, valuing the present made sense. Our brains developed to prioritize the tangible now over the uncertain then. However, in our complex, modern financial landscape, this wiring often works against our goals of long-term financial security and prosperity. Understanding this root helps us detach from self-blame and focus on strategies. So, how can we counter these ingrained tendencies? For the sunk cost fallacy, practice objective evaluation. Ask, if I hadn't already invested anything, would I make this choice today? Separate past costs from future value. For present bias, create friction for immediate gratification and automation for future goals. Set up automatic transfers to savings or investment accounts immediately after payday. Visualize your future self enjoying the fruits of today's discipline, making that distant reward feel more immediate and real. Another powerful strategy is to adopt a pre-commitment approach. This means making decisions in advance, when our rational brain is less influenced by immediate emotional urges. For instance, committing to a specific investment plan or savings goal at the start of the month before impulse spending has a chance to take hold. This strategy leverages our own rationality against our predictable biases, essentially locking ourselves into better financial behavior when our willpower is at its highest. Financial success isn't just about understanding economics or market trends, it's profoundly about understanding ourselves. The real differentiator in building wealth and achieving financial security isn't necessarily higher income or superior financial knowledge alone. It's the self-awareness to recognize when our inherent psychological wiring is steering us off course and having the tools to gently but firmly redirect our decisions. This psychological mastery is an overlooked but crucial component of sound financial management. So, why do smart financial decisions feel so elusive? No matter how much we earn, it's because our minds are constantly interpreting the world through lenses shaped by evolution, lenses that prioritize survival and immediate gratification over long-term financial growth. These biases are not signs of weakness, but fundamental aspects of being human. The power lies not in eliminating them, which is impossible, but in recognizing their influence and building systems and habits that work around them. By understanding the sunk cost fallacy, present bias, and many others, we gain a powerful advantage in managing our money. We move from being passive participants in our financial lives to active architects, capable of making more deliberate and effective choices. What financial decision are you currently facing that might be influenced by one of these unseen biases?